A father apologizes after getting on a school bus and threatening the girl who was bullying his daughter. More after this. Hello everyone and welcome back to AFG's Point of View, where I give you my analysis of the most popular topics in the world today. Today's video, we have a father who got on a school bus and basically threatened the entire school bus for bullying his young daughter. Before I dive into the details of the video, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to AFG's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button as well. It'll bring more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself. All my normal subscribers, thanks for coming back. I'm diving in. Delvantae King from Louisville, Kentucky, said he tried to go through the proper channels after becoming concerned about his child's safety. But after getting nowhere and seeing his 9-year-old come home with a bruise on her head, he decided to take matters into his own hands and stepped onto his daughter's school bus to make his feelings clear to the alleged bullies. In the footage shared online, King can be seen standing at the front of the bus and berating the children sat at the back, some of whom can be heard crying. At first, he appears to be taking aim at a young girl who has hit his daughter, warning the child not to touch her again. Then he turns his attention to the rest of the kids, telling them that he will flip the bus if anyone goes near his kids. King says, "That goes for every little MFer on here. I don't give a F. Touch my daughter again and I'm going to flip this whole bus." King now has come out and apologized for his actions, saying that he didn't know what else to do after getting nowhere with either the school or the parents of the alleged bullies. He said he wanted to clear up everything that was said and apologize to everyone that he offended all the kids and parents. "I want to apologize to JCPS. I want to apologize to the school bus driver also, because at the end of the day, I did act out of character." Adding, "I should not have done that. I shouldn't have done that, but for my child, if that the length I have to go, I don't physically want to harm nobody. I'm not here to do that. But verbally, vocally, I'm going to say whatever has to be said so you can understand. Leave my child alone." Okay. Yeah, it's following the incident. Okay. So a letter was sent out to the parents, okay? And, excuse me, I apologize. A letter was sent out to the parents and, basically saying, let's clean this up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the start of a school year and this was totally not tolerated by the school at all. Kids don't want to come to school all terrified and scared of some grown man jumping on the bus and flipping it and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So I understand his pain, but he did take the wrong attitude toward this. I'm gonna stop the video. I'm gonna stop the video right here. I'm gonna allow you to watch the video of him kind of going off and seeing what it was basically talking about, and I'll come back and I'll give you my analysis right after this.
They go for everybody over. Touch my daughter again, and I'm gonna flip this whole bus. I'm not playing. You don't let nobody touch my kids, bro. I'm not playing, bro. All that bullies, all that big bullies, y'all got going on. I'm not playing. You gotta get your mama, your daddy, your uncle, and whoever. Let me say that.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So he was very, very, very upset. Now, before I dig into it, I want to add a few more things that was said about this guy, and then, I'll spin off and go into my what I have to say. It was alleged that they're saying that they had the bus driver had to escort him off the bus, him and someone else. They got off the bus. They followed the bus. Allegedly, the guy they saw guns being waved at him. okay, at 9-year-old kids. I don't know. That's what they're saying. They said the police ensued. He said he never did so. They're trying to tear down his character, and you know, everything, you know, kind of subsided without incident. So, which was a good thing. So yeah, let me start from the top, because I actually experienced a situation like this. You know, I had a situation with my older daughter, you know what I'm saying? She rode the school bus, and there was some girl that was kind of bullying her and all that kind of stuff, you know, and you know, they never put their hands on her. They was just like saying mean things or whatever. And little kids are going to do that. They're going to say mean things. If they're around a particular crowd that's negative, they're going to join in just so that you don't, so they're not the ones singled out getting picked on. Now, some kids, you know, can handle that, and they stand up for themselves and they do what they got to do. Other kids, on the other hand, they're just going to sit down and tuck their head between, you know, and kind of be shy. Now, when I was younger and I had a bully that messed with me, I was kind of low key. I was kind of shy, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't want to do anything because I didn't know. I was kind of unsure of myself at the time, you know what I mean? I had a good friend of mine, and you know, my buddy Kyle, if you're watching, appreciate you. Yeah, he actually, you know, stepped up and talked to his homie, and, you know, everything kind of like went away from there, you know what I mean? Because he was like, yo, that's my homie, leave him alone, he ain't bothering you, don't mess with him, everything, you know, so he looked me out, so I definitely appreciate you for that. You know, but as far as my daughter, she actually went through that as well. I never jumped on the bus. I was kind of more, from my perspective, what I was more hands off. You know what I mean? I let mom be more hands on with the situation. I was just the backup to the backup. So if it really got out of hand, then I step in. Thank God I never got to that, but you know, she took care of it. But she kind of got on there, and you know, she didn't threaten. I don't think she threatened, but I don't know what she did. I'll be honest with you, because I wasn't there. But she said she didn't threaten anybody. She got on there and, you know, had a talk with them. What I will say is this. She got on there and had a talk with them. Right after she had a talk with them, she called their mom. See, we had a unit where all the parents kind of like had each other's phone numbers for the kids that went to the school. You know what I mean? And, you know, this is everyone has a cell phone days. And, you know, it was one of them situations where, you know, little kids really didn't have phones. So we wanted to make sure that if my child was there, a parent was there, hey, the parent could call me, hey, X, Y, and Z. Okay, sure, you could take her to, you know, my mom's house or to my house, or, you know, and dad will be there, or, you know what I'm saying? Or if you stay there with her, I'll be there, you know, in 10 minutes or something like that. You know what I mean? So we had like a little network where we worked together, and it all worked out. It was great. And we do that up to this day, for my youngest. But as far as just being the bully and all that, I can understand where that father's coming from. I can just understand that, because his child was being bullied, being messed with. Okay, fine. She telling you a story. She's telling you someone was messing with her. She comes home, she's bruised up. Okay, you know what? All that good guy dial stuff, all that, oh, I'm just a wonderful parent, you know, I'm Cliff Huxtable from the Cosby Show. Nah. Nope. That's when I turn into James Evans off of Good Times. I know I'm making old TV references. You know, I'm an 80s guy. What you expect from me? But anyway, go look it up. James Evans from Good Times. Check him out. He's a hard-nosed father, you know what I'm saying? But at any rate, I would, you know, be upset, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what's going on? Now, my kids never had that, but in his shoes, can you imagine coming home, you know what I'm saying, and you seeing your child come home from school, and they all beat up and battered from the kids from the school? I mean, you're going to feel some kind of way too. You're going to ready to turn up. But that's not always the way to do. You want to go to the school, you take pictures, you go through the proper channels. Meanwhile, the child still has to go back and forth to school every single day. What the parent is trying to do is basically alleviate the issue, okay, and allow his child to be able to go and get her education, which I'm all for that. No child should be bullied. I don't care what they look like. I don't care what they smell like. I don't care how they act. I don't care about none of that stuff, okay? Because at the end of the day, that's not your child. Who are you responsible for? You're responsible for this person. You're responsible for that person. Every child on that bus is not responsible for anyone, okay? If you have a younger sister or a younger brother on the bus, okay, fine. You may be responsible for them. But someone else's child, no, you're not responsible for them. You can't tell them what to do. You can't put your hands on them. You can't do anything. You know what I'm saying? So I totally understand why he went off. I understand completely. And I'm not going to sit there and promise you that I might not have got on the bus and said something. You know what I mean? Seeing as though your kid got bullied. Now, what I will say is my younger child had to deal with that sometime last year. We felt some kind of way. We called the school. Okay. Then we called him. My mom called him again. She talked to the bus driver. Okay. So then she said, you know what? We're going to get with the mom. So the mom told the mom. Mom was like, she was embarrassed because at the end of the day, it was like, not my child. And I'm like, yeah. So then she kind of like tightened him up. And then after that, he wasn't allowed to ride the school bus. You know what I mean? Because all this happened on the school bus. And it was unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? So the kids in my daughter's school, they're good kids. You know what I'm saying? They all play with each other and have a good time. There's not a lot of, bickering and fighting. Every once in a while, they may have some disagreements, and they have to learn and get through that. But that's the cost of being, one of the older children. You gotta learn and you gotta go through it. You know what I'm saying? Someone's not gonna hold your hand every 2 minutes. So I'm glad that they actually are able to fix their issues, apologize to each other, hug it out, and then get back to normal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very proud of every single one of those kids that do that. And, that's why she continues to go to that school and she's around those kids, because I want her to be in the most, productive environment where she can grow, learn, and become a better, person than I was. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm a bad person, but I always want her you always want the people that come from behind you to be better than you. That's the number one goal. So, I'm happy for that, and I'm glad this father actually went out and apologized. You know what I'm saying? He apologized and made sure everything was good. God forbid it would be another story where an adult was hurting another child. You know what I'm saying? So this was a good ending. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure when you come out screaming and hollering like that, yeah, he's saying they trying to lowball him. They're trying to degrade him. They're trying to make him look like, he's a savage. Which when you get on there and doing that kind of stuff, you do look like a savage. So I understand that part, but no one got hurt. Hopefully the child is all good. Everything is squashed. They got a chance to talk to the parents. Everything is smoothed over and fixed. And the kids can go and learn and grow and just have a good time. So if you like what you've heard, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit that like button as well. It'll bring more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself. Come check me out on my TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. I talk about all these different topics on there. Let me give you a preview. I'm gonna give you some different previews or whatever. I'm working on some things for the channel and all that. So it's been really, really busy. My daughter got a chance for her birthday to go to Disney World. So if you're watching, Boo Boo, happy birthday. I'll get with you, sooner than later. So I love you, and I love all of you for watching the video. That's basically it. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired, y'all. I've been up for 18 hours already. So I'm gonna get myself some rest, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.